From unresolved conflicts and unexpected twists to a shocking arrest that left everyone at the edge of their seats, fans have tons of questions after Ginny and Georgia's shocking cliffhanger.
Where were you? Or am I not allowed to know where you go and what you do?
I was at work.
I didn't get into the neighborhood club. Are you happy?
Starting with where Ginny and Marcus stand with each other. The relationship between these two has been a roller coaster ride for sure. It's been filled with intense struggles as they both battled their mental illnesses. Ginny sought therapy to overcome her tendency to self-harm, while Marcus fell into a deep depression that left him feeling lost and alone.
I don't know anything, but you make sense to me. I'm not letting go of that.
Despite the challenges they faced, the two always seemed to find their way back to each other. They were drawn by an undeniable connection that transcended their mental health issues. Their bond was built on a foundation of first love, with Ginny and Marcus losing their virginity to each other. This shared experience made their connection even stronger and made it difficult for them to stay apart for long. But the road to a future together isn't an easy one if you ask me. Their mental health issues just can't be ignored if this is going to be a romantic relationship in the long run. As showrunner Deborah J. Fisher notes, where we ended them, there are issues with mental health that he needs to address. The priority is to ensure that Marcus receives the help he needs to manage his depression. So it's great Ginny is committed to being there for him as a friend, even if they aren't romantically involved. Despite the challenges they face, there's still hope for Ginny and Marcus. At least I'd like to think so. Fisher also hinted that anything is possible as an endgame, even if they're not together right now. So for fans who are hoping they'd end up together, don't lose hope just yet. Either way, their bond runs deep, and they will always have a significant presence in each other's lives. For now, at least, Ginny's vow to be there for Marcus as a friend is a testament to the strength of their connection.
So this is the trust thing we were talking about.
You tell me. Were you gonna share that your secret boyfriend was sneaking through your window again?
He's not my boyfriend.
Yeah, now's the time for semantics.
I'm personally super excited to see what the future holds for these two. But of course, there's another question on everyone's minds, and that's just what is going to happen with Georgia. The latest season of the show was filled with dramatic twists and turns, particularly when it came to Georgia and the secrets she's been hiding. As the season progressed, viewers were introduced to a number of revelations about her past. This includes her involvement in the death of Cynthia's terminally ill husband. Who could have seen this one coming? Definitely not me. The situation was made even more complicated. This was because Austin, Cynthia's son, witnessed the incident while playing hide-and-seek with his friend Zach. Despite this, he kept quiet about what he saw, leading to Georgia's eventual arrest for the murder. This cliffhanger ending left viewers on the edge of their seats, and I'm right there with them. Fisher is thrilled about the ending, describing it as a beautiful callback to the cliffhanger from the first season. She's also excited about the depth and nuance of Georgia's character. This was further explored through flashbacks and the reveal of her darkest secrets. Despite her past misdeeds, Fisher notes that Georgia is a complex and layered character.
Hey.
Hey. Hey.
Hi, I didn't know that you worked here. Ginny?
Hi.
Plus, that viewers have come to appreciate her for who she is. While Georgia did confess some of her secrets to Paul, including her involvement in the death of her ex-husbands Kenny and Anthony, there's still a lingering question, and that was pretty explosive. So will he still accept her after her arrest for an unexpected murder? I have to say, a lot of people believe that Paul and Georgia genuinely love each other, but this situation is so complicated that I can't really say how things will turn out.
He seemed really sad today.
Zach's father's very sick.
Oh. Is he gonna die?
Yeah.
Another thing that has everyone scratching their heads is the next bit, and is just how Gil fits in. In the latest season of the show, viewers were introduced to Gil, Austin's father. He re-enters the Miller family's lives after a long absence. As the season went on, it became clear that he has a history of abusive behavior towards Georgia in their past relationship. This dynamic shift adds an interesting layer to the show, not only between Georgia and Gil, but also between Gil and Georgia's current partners, Zion and Paul. According According to Fisher, this season marks a change for Georgia, who is now firmly planting roots in Wellsbury. This allows viewers to see her planning a wedding and confronting the issues that arise from her past with Gil. The flashback scenes reveal the dark history between the two, adding depth and complexity to Georgia's character. Fisher stated that the show explores the idea that everyone is fighting their own battles, even if they're not visible to others. This is especially true for Georgia, whose past has left her vulnerable and struggling to cope with the challenges of the present. But Deborah believes that Georgia ultimately finds strength in her relationship with Ginny, Austin, and Paul. This allows her to overcome the obstacles in her path and move forward. Although Cynthia blocks Gil from accessing housing in Wellsbury, it's unclear whether he will play a role in future seasons. You can't deny it, though. His presence certainly shook things up in the latest season, and viewers are left wondering what his future involvement might be. Only time will tell what the future holds for Gil and the other characters in the show. Speaking of things that will only become clear in the future, fans are wondering if Zion is the only one who knows the full story. Zion is portrayed as one of the few characters who deeply knows and accepts Georgia despite her dark past. In flashback scenes from Season 2, viewers saw him witness Georgia shoot her abusive stepfather. Although he doesn't know about her murders, they share a history. In Season 1, Zion was committed to keeping the family together, but after seeing Georgia with Paul, he recognized that she wanted a different life in Wellsbury. While they share a special bond, the show wanted to showcase Georgia moving on romantically, while also giving Zion the opportunity to develop a strong relationship with another woman. Plus, fans are also unsure about this next question: is Marcus's knowing the secret a bad thing? In Season 2, Ginny reveals to Marcus that her mother, Georgia, killed her late husband, Kenny. Later in the season, Marcus mentions the secret to Georgia. He assured her that he won't tell anyone, but Georgia appears uncomfortable with the knowledge. But the show's creators suggest that this revelation won't have any immediate impact on the story, but could be explored further in a potential Season 3. So far, there's been no official announcement for a third season. Let's hope fans actually get to see it someday. Finally, there's one more question that was left unanswered, and of course, that's where Cynthia stands. In the first season of the show, Cynthia and Georgia were far from friends. Their relationship was marked by tension and hostility, with Cynthia often working against Georgia in the community. However, with Season 2, things began to change. As their sons became friends, Cynthia found herself in a position where she had to spend time with Georgia. Despite believing that Georgia was a criminal, Cynthia began to open up to her in ways that she didn't with other characters. This allowed for a greater depth to be explored in her role on the show. Their newfound friendship wasn't without its bumps, since Georgia attempted to manipulate Cynthia early on in the season, only to be called out on it. But despite these difficulties, the two women found themselves spending more time together, and Fisher admits that some of her favorite scenes from the season were the ones where Georgia and Cynthia were conversing. However, this new dynamic may be put to the test if Cynthia ever finds out that Georgia mercy killed her husband. As of the end of Season 2, Cynthia is still unaware of Georgia's arrest. It's definitely shaping up to be one of the show's most interesting dynamics. That's all for the unanswered questions left after Ginny and Georgia's shocking cliffhanger.